Greetings everyone, and welcome to the Bionicle Retro Review, or welcome back. RobeTheMatoran here, and today we're taking a look at the Bohrok-Kal finally. But before I get started with that, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for helping me reach 60 subscribers. It truly means the world to me. That is an incredible milestone in my opinion. I mean, that means it truly means a lot. I mean, I want to continue doing these reviews, and I really enjoy doing them. With your constant support on the channel, it really keeps me motivated to actually continue doing this. So I really do appreciate that. So thank you all once again for all the support, and hopefully I can continue to do this more in the future and do more sets and reviews. But with that, starting off with the set numbers from left to right actually. First one is 8573 Bohrok-Kal, 8575 Bohrok-Kal, 8574 Bionicle, 8578 Galak-Kal, 8576 Bohrok-Kal, and 8577 Bohrok-Kal. All the calls and Bohrok-Kal, because there's a lot of calls, but piece count is all of them, since they're literally identical in shape, size, and appearance. It is 41 pieces, and retail price was $8. Not a lot for these back in the day. Oh yeah, and year release of these sets was 2003 if you didn't know, but now you know. But with that, talking about the lore of the Bohrok-Kal were originally six original Bohroks picked from the Bohrok queens, mutated into the Bohrok-Kal that you now see, and they put them in the prodermis, and they were sealed away, kept as a safeguard just in case something happened to the queens, which inevitably it did, because the Toanuva came in, and not Toanuva, Toamatsa became the Toanuva, but the Toamatsa came in to seal the Bohrok queens, sealing them away, but not knowing after sealing them, it would release the Bohrok-Kal, which were set out to have one simple mission: to free the queens and restart the swarm. So start the mayhem again with the Bohrok-Kal, what they're going to do. But they needed to unlock the thing, this magical item known as the Nuva Cube, which the only way to unlock it to free the Bohrok queens were to steal the 6 symbols that was needed to put into it, which it came from the Toanuva. All 6 of them was the 6 symbols for the Toanuva. So that's what they did. They stole most of them, leaving the Toanuva powerless. But they were actually really close to winning. I don't remember how they actually beat the Bohrok-Kal, but essentially, I actually don't know what they did. So actually, I don't know the rest of that. I just know that's what the Bohrok-Kal mission was. So that's the whole gist of the Bohrok-Kal on that. But anyway, starting with now the pros is, I have to talk about the first thing when I do these reviews is the articulation. The articulation is what you expect from the Bohrok. You have your arms and legs, so you can swivel them around and move the feet and legs, ankles. So that's about all you can really do with these guys. On that standpoint, I mean, it's not bad articulation, actually. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. So, pretty good on that. Another pro I would say is the color scheme, because the color scheme is actually really good on the Bohrok-Kals, actually. Despite a lot of people complaining about it, a lot of YouTubers I won't mention, the color scheme is not too bad. Actually seeing them in person, I actually like the color schemes. I feel like the only ones the color scheme doesn't work for is Bohrok-Kal and Bohrok-Kal, because I just don't think the white or the brown really goes well with the silver. I think it's kind of off-putting. I don't know, maybe because it's the type of brown and it's the type of white it's used, because it's just not, it just don't look the greatest. It's not the worst. I mean, I don't hate them, but it's just compared to the other ones, that is probably my least favorite out of the bunch. But I mean, it's not the worst. It's not bad. So I definitely do enjoy them. But so another pro is, you know, they're Bohrok, so their primary function is to do the curling of the ball, which I am going to demonstrate right now at this very second, is show off the ball function, which is really nice. Now, it doesn't, well, with Bohrok-Kal, it doesn't look as nice, I won't even lie, because the weird weapons that he has kind of just makes it look kind of gappy, but still, the function is, you know, they roll around, and it's, you know, it's a really nice look. And something I did not mention, and I should mention now, is these prints on the shell, like on their faceplates. I think they're really amazing. That is like such a cool thing to do with these, because they really have this very unique print, and I think they're supposed to be pieces of the island. I think. I'm not too sure on that, but it is definitely a really nice look, and all of them are very much unique on that. So you can see on Bohrok-Kal, it's a lot more different, and even in the center, it's a different symbol. I'm not gonna show every single one of them, but you essentially get the idea of what they do on that. So that is a really cool, you know, little side thing with the color schemes, because even the original Bohrok didn't do that. So, well, I'd say do that, but just have that on them. So that's a really nice feature for the paint job, if you will. So another pro is the other function I forgot to mention, was the head jerking motion, you know, the thing they're best known for, where they can flip off their faceplates, and I poorly did that, to chuck off the Kranas and take control of whoever they're wanting to force to work for the Swarm or the Bohrok in general. So, you know, that's also the really good function with them. But unfortunately, these sets have cons. So the cons are, they're identical. They are the exact same sets as the original Bohrok. Besides some unique, you know, weapon mold pieces, that's also a nice feature, is the, you know, the new weapons they molded for these. I mean, some of these were actually reused in other sets, but some of them weren't. Some of these remain exclusive in this. Like the ones, I think, the ones that were exclusive to this set were Bohrok-Kal and Bohrok-Kal. I think the rest of them have been used before in other, well, not before, but after this, they were used. So that's nice. But cons, they are identical, they're exactly the same, and they add nothing actually really substantially new that you never had before. Because if you have the original Bohrok, I mean, there's kind of no point of getting these guys unless you absolutely just want them, because, you know, I mean, I really like how they look. I mean, it's a nice look. It's a very striking look, despite what the silver color scheme and how a lot of people, I say a lot of people, but, you know, I got a few opinions from, you know, in the community that people said they really like the Bohrok-Kal, and, you know, despite that, these sets were hard to find. This took like months to find these, like, you know, for a fair price. I mean, these are actually a lot harder to find than the original Bohrok. So, you know, a few YouTubers have said that they didn't really like them, and I can get their opinion, but I feel like the mass majority wins on that, saying that they actually really like them, because it shows, because you cannot find these particularly easy. I mean, yeah, you can find them. They're not impossible. They're just a little bit harder than the original. But I'm getting off topic. So, and the typical thing of they don't have elbows or knees. I mean, so you're not getting that here. But if you want a really like in-depth opinion on the Bohrok in general, I recommend going to my original Bohrok review if you really just want to know my thoughts on that. But I'm just kind of going over it a bit. I'm trying to talk about basically what I can talk about the Bohrok-Kal, what is their uniqueness in these sets, which is not much besides like a color, like a different coat of paint and a few different little weapons. That's it. And the Chrono, I mean, the Chronos are really nice too. They're definitely unique colors on that, but aside from that, they're not adding much anything new to it. So that's really about it for the Bohrok-Kal. I mean, despite them being rehashed sets and just recolored now in silver, they're really good. I think they're great. I think, if you like the original Bohrok, then I say get them. My score on them is an 8.5. And I know that seems kind of like a high number, but I mean, I can't find a reason to not like them because I like the Bohrok, so I gotta like the Bohrok-Kal. I mean, yeah, it's a little derivative to have the same set, sold next year with the year after, from 2002 to 2003, just recolored. But it's good. I mean, as a kid, I never owned any of these sets, so I was like, oh wow, these look cool. So I think they're really good. I mean, the functions are good. All the stuff that they do, it's really good. I personally really do enjoy them. So I don't have much else to say on that. So join me next time when I finally look at the Roxy, the highly anticipated Roxy. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Roxy. So, stay tuned for that. But I will say thank you all so much for watching this review, and tell me your thoughts. What do you think of the Bohrok-Kal down in the comments? I have a few opinions already, but I like to read every single comment, so I like to hear more people's perspective on it. So with that, I will be leaving. I have been RobeTheMatoran, and I will catch you all on the flip side.
On the island of Matanui, new ultimate Bohrok have awakened. New incredible powers behind the reptilian faceplate. New tools and one goal: to steal the powers of the Toa Nuva and restart the Bohrok swarms. Bohrok-Kal. 6 new reasons to hide. Bionicle. Each set sold separately.